Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay, so there were some people left yesterday who want to present their project. I would want you all to just write your name in the chat box and I will call you one by one.
Excuse ma'am, some problem, ma'am.
Yes.
Like offer letter is not received, ma'am.
Okay, so have you filled that form that
Yes,
was
ma'am. Also
required to?
filled. Ma'am, also filled on 16th August.
Okay. You will receive that. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Everyone's offer letter is being sent one by one because there are multiple students. That is why it is taking time, but you will receive it soon.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Garbir, you can now start your presentation.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, my screen is visible.
Yes.
So, ma'am, I have created a static restaurant website which I have built using only HTML, CSS, and JavaScript without any backend or database. So, ma'am, in this, I have used HTML for page structure with the semantic tags and CSS for styling, flexbox layout, and a hover effects. And I have used JavaScript for basic interactivity like reservation form alert. So, ma'am, in the code, I have hero section with full width background image or restaurant tagline and sticky navigation bar with smooth scrolling and menu section with dishes as cards. Basically, I have used images and the description of that dishes. And in the gallery section, uh, I have provided a four equal side aligned images using object fit cover. And I have created a reservation, a static UI with placeholder validation. And at the last, a clean footer. So my go live. So basically, this is my website in which the user landed on the hero section and can navigate to the main menu. And then this is my dishes: grilled salmon, a classic burger, and a veggie pasta with the description given in the in that line. And ma'am, after that, a gallery section and a reservation form. If I fill this like, wait, so date according like 27. So on the reservation form displays an alert when submitted as a placeholder. And at the last, I have provided some reviews of the customers. And at last, a simple footer, clean footer. So this is all.
Yes, Garbir. It is a good UI website that you have created very well.
Yeah, ma'am.
So, what other things you will be adding later on?
Yeah, ma'am. So we can add that filters like the menu items, veg, non-veg, or a price range.
Okay. Yes.
And ma'am, yes, we can also add the light box in the gallery.
Yes. Authentication system as well.
Yeah, ma'am. So this is a
Very
basic
good.
static.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good work.
Thank you.
Sumit, do you have any doubts?
Ma'am, I have to present my project.
Yes, I just asked everyone that you all have to write your names in the chat box. I will call everyone one by one.
Okay, ma'am. I will join there, so I don't know.
Okay. Virendra,
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
good evening. Now we can start your presentation.
Okay, ma'am. My screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. In the first week, I have created portfolio in the first week mini project. Ma'am, in this portfolio, I have created header tag, main tag, and footer tag. This is my portfolio, and in this portfolio, header tag and the footer tag is always visible, and the main tag is changing whenever I am clicking on home tag. My home tag is coming, and when I click on about section, my introduction and skills I have is showing in this page, and as header and footer is always present in the skill section. All the skills I have, like I am a developer and I am API developer, I am one stack developer. It is showing in the skill sections, and in the project section, all the project I have covered till now is showing. Basically, there are 4 projects I have created till now, and in the contact section, uh, the user who is using my portfolio can write his name and his email and the message he is wanting to send me, and when he click on send message, this message will be sent to me when I will configure backend part to this portfolio. Talking about the code, so I'm in this code, the header tag, I have created a navbar, and in this navbar there are 2 div tag. In the first div tag I have created Viren's portfolio, and the other div tag I have created all the links for home tag, about tag, contacts, projects, contact me. I'm talking about JavaScript part. Like whenever I am clicking on, when I click on view resume, my resume is visible. When I click on visit GitHub, my GitHub website is opened. And ma'am, this pop-up option I have covered using typed.js. In typed.js, all the code is present, and I have copied it from that to my code. That's all about my presentation. Hello.
Yes. Okay, good work. You have also created a very good portfolio, already added your projects. You can enhance it once you will be having more projects later on, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Very good work.
Thank you. Should I stop sharing?
Yes. Students who have raised their hand, if you want to present your project, please write your names in the chat box, then I will call you. Sumit, Rishit, Nandini, please write your names in the chat box. I will call you one by one. Shiva Kumara, you can now start your presentation.
Okay, ma'am. I am audible, ma'am.
Yes, you are audible.
Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yes.
Myself, Shukmar. I chose the portfolio as my first week project. Basically, I used tech stack like front end, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap for responsiveness and styling. Where I created a folder structure like assets where I can manage my profile image and PDF and my resumes. And I created separate sections for each pages so that I can managing the code would be very easy. Where I included a navbar, about section, projects, internships, and skills. And my project looks like this is the about section having sticky navigation bar with dark theme. If I click on download resume, anyone can easily my resume. And if I click on the connect, then it will directly navigate to the WhatsApp so that anyone can directly contact me through that. In project section, I added my some projects I did recently. Anyone can click on view and they can easily see my GitHub repo codes. And even in internship and training, I recently completed a Java full stack training, and they can easily download and online see my certificate. And these are my skills. Whatever I know, I mentioned it, and my education. And this is my some certification courses. If I click on any of it, I can view my certificate. And this is the contact form with some external site links like LinkedIn, GitHub. If I click on the, GitHub, it will open the GitHub.
Anyone has unmuted themselves, please mute yourself. Devendra Singh. And Shivu, I'm not able to hear you. Shivu, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, your screen was stuck and I was not able to hear you. You may share your screen again.
It's visible,
Yes.
ma'am. No.
Yes, it is visible now.
Yes, ma'am. I need to start from the beginning, ma'am.
No, I was the last I think I was seeing was the GitHub page that you shared.
Okay. In project section, I have added the button to view. So if I click on it, it will navigate me directly to my GitHub repository of that project. In internship and training, I mentioned I recently completed Java full stack training. I mentioned it. Anyone can view it by clicking on view certificate, which is available in online. And I mentioned my skill sets, which are I know, and my education backgrounds, my graduation, my college and high school, and certificate. I did some certification courses so that anyone can view it by clicking on it. I have completed modern full stack development from Udemy and the contact page. And I also included the external site links like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. If I click on it, anyone can connect me directly through that in LinkedIn. and even the other social media like Instagram and Facebook also. Ma'am, is I'm audible, ma'am?
Yes, you're audible.
Actually, my screen is stucking, ma'am, due to Wi-Fi problem. Ma'am, it's my screen is stuck on, ma'am. It's not responding.
No problem. I think there is some network issue. You can explain your code till then.
And this is my award section where I included my profile image, and I split it, made a card and split it into two columns. On the first column, I included my image, and the right hand side, the other column, I included my about sections, my skills and all. In certifications, I used Bootstrap cards for responsiveness and all. Ma'am, it's still not.
No problem. I have seen your portfolio.
Okay. Is there anything I need to improve or include in?
I think you have already updated with your projects and certifications. That was good. You may add something, some new functionalities of like everyone has done of dark mode and light mode. Apart from that, everything was good, I guess. And when you will be making more projects, you will be adding them also. And you have already added the GitHub links. That is also very good. And one more thing, whenever you deploy your projects, you get your domain, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So add a functionality that whenever the person is clicking on your project button or project card, they directly get all redirected to that domain, like the deployed page of your project. That is also a very good functionality whenever you add in your portfolio.
Okay, ma'am.
Otherwise, it was a very good project. You have already added, I think, almost all the functionalities that must be included in the portfolio.
Okay, ma'am.
Good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Tejasvi, you please unmute mute yourself. I will call you when your turns come. Okay, Advait, you are now allowed to present your project.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. I'm audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. This is my HTML file, ma'am. I am created portfolio. This is my HTML head tag, linked CSS JavaScript file. Body, I created section header, navigation bar. After this hero section, uh, H1 heading tag and paragraph. I created typing section. I have header navigation link about section. This is paragraph tag, project section. This is skill section. This created my skills. This is my project section. I created one project, ma'am. This is for comments. This is Nestera. This is my Airbnb clone. Light dark mode etc etc. This is contact. This is contact information to my social links and message. This is email ID, phone number etc etc. I am from Latur, Maharashtra. This is footer. And last one is script link. Style.css. This is my CSS file, ma'am. I style layout fonts. I style layout fonts and colors. I used a flexbox grid alignment. I added two hover effects buttons. To align added hover effect on buttons. And link also used. I used a media queries. Sums. to use mobile responsive. This is media query to projects and contact section. App.js. This is app.js. I JavaScript. I wrote code interactive to example contact handle here. And I also some functions smooth scrollings, basics animation, navbar scroll effect, animation scroll bar, contact for submissions, get form data. This is one of the typing effect 2.0. This is full stack web developer backend and optimizer etc. And this is resume PDF. This is open anyway. Okay. This is Favicon badge. This is Favicon to head. This is project image. This is my project portfolio. HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Simple clean website showcase. So this is my heading, backend and developer. Typing effects is backend developer etc. MongoDB, Express.js, React, Node.js. View my works and download resume to download link directly. This is it. This is GitHub to GitHub repository etc. to add me. This is LinkedIn and this is a Linktree profile. About me, I am passionate full stack developer etc. Works on this. I might showcase my skills front end, back end, and database technology, React.js etc. My only one project I completed. Next era, full stack developer, Airbnb. I dis- description this and this image to our effects. This is get in touch. This is name etc. Email and message. This is email ID, phone number and location. LinkedIn. This is the links LinkedIn, Linktree, WhatsApp and etc. use. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Advait.
Yeah, this is my portfolio, ma'am.
Okay, good job. You have done a great job actually.
Yeah.
Whenever you make some more projects, just add them, and you may reduce the size of the card that you have created for your project. Since you
Yeah.
have already had made only one, so that is a very good way to present your project because it is you have only one project, so you have tried to showcase that at like the most. That is good.
Yeah.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, you can now stop the sharing. Harshad, you can start your presentation now. Harshad, are you there? Okay, Sumit Yadav.
Yes, ma'am.
You can start your presentation now.
Ma'am, my screen is visible.
Yes.
So, good evening, everyone. I'm here to present my presentation, which is about renting and wages. So, firstly, I will tell about my project. The project is mainly functionality have dream homes. Starting with this is a navbar where you have three options: properties option, contact, and login. When you click the property option, you go to the property section. When you click on contact section, you go to the content section. Okay. So main feature of my project is the filter function. How the filter function is working. So if you using all type, if you choose apartment, then it shows the apartment you have in. If you choose villa, then it show the villa. If you change the money, then this show according this the 15,000 per month. If you choose the sale option, then they say there's no properties match your criteria. So main personality of my project is to how the filter person is working right now. And some simple UI have uses. They have theme house with a navbar. There are simple photo have uses with jet index. And this is the about section. And this is the get in touch. Means that is the content section, and this is about footer, where a person can navigate their social media handles easily. Then this is the main thing of my project. So let's go to the about my code section. Basically, I don't use HTML, so mostly I use script because script is now usually mainly here. I uses the add event listener where to load all the HTML page first. Then I use a array of object where all the content of the image card which we are showing on the HTML web page is coming from the object of an array. On all the content which are coming from which are showing on the web page is coming dynamically. That means when the page is loaded, then the constant property card option they show all the content of the card. This property card is generated dynamically, and if we reload the page, every time we reload the page to change the filter function, this line will change the existing property or the property that we are using earlier has changed and clear all the section. And in style section, we use loop property where I define all the common styling they are used everywhere. For example, I using the primary color, this color, they use it everywhere. So I use as a root purpose. So we do not need to rewrite again the color. I simply use this syntax where background color. And these headers where all the characters shadow sticky position that have seen your project, that is a sticky, that's a sticky portion. And this all types. Then this card this, that you have shown on the web page is coming dynamically to the JavaScript code that is I defined here. And lastly, the apply filters where all the properties are showing. If P set is say is less than my maximum price, then C return true. If not, is showing that this line I reserve no property match your criteria. This is all my section from here. For the future enhancement, I thought when I index this div, I will click and show more option and more details about my property and more pricing system. And also one more feature I want to add in future that if this property is still available right now or autofiled. And the main thing is integrated with backend. That's all from my side. Thank you, ma'am.
Very good job, Sumit. This is a very right way of presenting your project whenever you are presenting, because he has tried to present and told everyone that what is the main functionality that he has tried to integrate in his website, which was the searching and integrating the filtering options in his website. That was a very good part, Sumit. And of course,
Yes, ma'am.
telling about your website that what new things you will be adding later on is also a good habit whenever you present about your website. Good job.
Thank
Hello,
you, ma'am.
ma'am. I'm sorry for
Yes.
disturb. Sorry for disturb. Hey Sumit, could you please
Yes,
share your portfolio link in the matlab chat box? Matlab, I
ma'am.
will also.
Portfolio link. Yes, I have portfolio link.
Okay.
I deployed it. I send. Wait
Okay.
for
Okay.
5 minutes.
Thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir. Thank you, sir. Okay. Also, ma'am, I'm stop sharing my screen.
Yeah, yeah. Harshit, you were next to present. Are you ready? Harshad?
Hello, ma'am. I yesterday presented my resume
Okay.
portfolio website. So,
Okay. Okay. Shiva Parekh, you can now start your presentation.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Ma'am, ma'am, my screen is visible.
Yes.
Ma'am, I created a music artist website in which hero section, in which the firstly the header section, in which the image and the name of the website and the uh, navbar is also present, where the home section, about section, album section, gallery section, due dates, contact section. Then I created a about section. Here the uh, about of the music artist, and after that I created a album section in which the songs of the artist is mentioned, and after that I created a gallery section in which the images of the artist is mentioned, and then after I created a to date section in which the events of the artist is mentioned. Then lastly I created a contact form and a footer. So this is the CSS of my website, where I use the background image and CSS property for each of the element. Here is the my website. So here is the navbar section, home, about, album, gallery, dates, and here is the about section of the artist, uh, and then the songs of the artist is present in the card, and in the card there is a play now button, and here is the gallery section where the images of the artist, and after that the due date section where the events of the artist is mentioned. Then lastly the contact form where we can fill the details, and lastly the footer section. So that's all.
Show me your website.
I show, but it is not visible.
I can see your code only over here.
I again try. Similar. Ma'am, it is visible now.
Yes.
Mm,
Okay.
Here is
Yeah,
the
now it is
my
visible.
here is the my website where the here the background image, and here is the navbar section where home, about, album, gallery, to dates and contact, and the social icons, and here is the about section of the artist where is the about uh, is mentioned, and the then after that album section where the music of the artist is present in the card, and then the gallery section where the images of the artist is present, and then after the due dates where the uh, events of the artist is mentioned in the horizontal card, and lastly the contact form where user can fill the details, and after that the footer section.
Okay. Good job. You have also created a very good website, a very good UI, user friendly. You may add more functionalities when you will learn backend.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Okay, good job. Yes, Archana, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you may now present the project.
Yeah. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening, ma'am, and good evening, everyone. My name is Archana, and I have made a website of food restaurant, and this is my navbar section, which contains a hotel name and navbar links for menu, order now, location, and review. And I have gave a hamburger for small size screens. And in the home section, I have gave a brief description of the hotel, and then buttons to directly go into the menu or order section. And then here are the div tags for animations of the images. Then I have displayed a show card sections for different types of food available in the hotel. And then in the menu section, I have gave four buttons for different types of food items. That is all food items at one place, and veg items, non-veg items, and drinks for separate buttons. And then all these food items will be rendered from the JavaScript section. And then in the order now section, the cart items will be displayed into the order now section, which when we select the quantity of the food item, the food item quantity will be displayed in the cart section, and also it displays the total amount to be paid by the customer, and then and also a submit button to place the order. Then I have gave the location of the hotel, and then I also gave the review section for the hotel. That means if a customer wants to rate the hotel, then with the help of form or a message, the customer can review the rating for the hotel. Then I have gave a footer section for the website. Then coming to JavaScript section, I have gave few animations for the food items, and then here is the code for the rendering the menu items, which contains the item name, price, is it which category, veg or non-veg or drink, and the images of the food items. Then I try to uh, I have implemented like to increase the quantity or decrease the quantity section, like uh, then some removing the item, updating the like increasing the quantity of the food item, then summing up the total cart items. Then it renders the total price of the food items that you have entered to your cart, and then a place order section where if there are no no cart items, then it shows your cart is empty. If else there are cart items in the cart section, then when we try to submit the order, then it displays that thank you for your order has been placed. Then the reviews list, here are some reviews, name, star rating, how you want to give, and the message that customer wants to deliver. So I'll now show my website. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yeah. This is the home section where I have placed 2 buttons. Menu section directly goes to menu, or order now section directly goes to cart. So when we come to menu, here are the 4 buttons for all veg, non-veg and drinks. When we try to increase the quantity, it increases the quantity. Then I'll add to cart, and then more I want to. So here comes the total amount plus GST and the total cost to be paid by the customer. Here comes the message like your order has been placed. Then I have gave the location of the hotel and then the review section. When a customer wants to review, here comes name, email ID with the review. When we submit the review, it submits the review. This is the website I have made. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Archana, it is a good website. You have also presented it very well by explaining the code first and then showing the website. Good job. After Archana, Devendra, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now you can present your project.
Okay, ma'am. I'm visible.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, ma'am.
It is visible. Good evening.
Ma'am, this is my simple portfolio, personal portfolio website. I which I developed using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It is a simple at personal portfolio that highlight my background, skills, and resume. It contains different type of sections like hero sections and body and about section and skills and timeline projects, just blog and articles, testimonials and achievements and get in touch and connect. And in my about section, it provide my short summary and skill section, which I provide what skills about me, just like C++, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, React, Node.js, Java, and SQL. So, and my timeline of education. Um, this website is divided into different sections like my hero section, about, and the take on. The design is clean, modern, and responsive, so it works on both mm, desktop and mobile device. I use CSS for styling and JavaScript for interactively. It like buttons. Sorry, ma'am. Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Ma'am, I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible. You may go ahead.
In my hero section, I will provide the download resume button. If we can click, then my resume will be download. And in my CSS section, this I will provide different type of CSS like uh, background and padding margin and many more. So in my author section, in my author section, I will provide different type of designings and mm, CSS which control my width, aspect ratio, and border radius, margin, position relative, and overflow heading border box. And it control my overflow. Mm, so, so in my JavaScript file, I will provide only alert. If we can provide then form just like my name, email, and we can write any type of message just like push and then send message. Then this shows alert. Thank you, Deven Singh. I will get back to you at this and email. Okay, ma'am. Hello. Hello.
Yes, Devin.
This is all from my side, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Good job. You have presented very nicely.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. You may enhance it once you will learn some backend and more functionalities in React.js. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Tejasri, are you there? Are you there?
Yeah, ma'am. Can I present next, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Can you see my screen, ma'am?
Yes.
Hello. Yeah. Actually, this is my website, ma'am. I made it using HTML and CSS, ma'am. Actually, JavaScript I'm not so good, so I used HTML and CSS. So this website consists of menu and contact. Here you have a reserve or table option where you can reserve the booking, ma'am. And you have a menu section and gallery, and we have a testimonials and contact, and I added a feature where you can put your feedback, and that's it, ma'am. And I will explain code now, ma'am. So this is the code, ma'am. Here I use for menu section. This is the code, ma'am. And for gallery, I gave the links. The JavaScript, as I said earlier, I'm not so good at JavaScript, so I kept it to minimum. And here I use JavaScript for the reserve
Tejasri,
table
I'm
here.
not able. Okay. Yes, please
Can
go
you,
ahead.
yeah. So I use JavaScript for reserve a table option here. On the tab, you can trigger a reserve a table HTML code with this session of the HTML code. You can trigger it. This session triggers on click, ma'am. And after the booking, you can enter your name, email, date, and time, and you can book the. And on closing the tab, the the session closes, ma'am. That's it, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, yes. You can enhance it more because you have not used JavaScript yet. Try
Yeah,
to
ma'am.
learn. Like you
Yeah,
can learn any tech stack by you making few small projects,
yeah,
right? So just
yeah,
learn by creating any mini project like to-do list or something. Then you can add your functionalities in this website also because the
yeah, ma'am.
UI is
Actually,
very
my
good.
background, so I'm not so good at JavaScript. So
Yeah, yeah, I understand. But you should learn it,
okay,
right?
can I stop sharing my screen, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, can I leave the class because I have work at home as tomorrow is festival?
Okay, okay. No problem.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
Rishit, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, now you can start your presentation.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rishit Dubey, and let me first share my screen. Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes, Rishit.
This is the website I have built, and I have chosen the project of actually forgotten the name. I've chosen the project of event display here, whichever event is being organized in some place in our city. I have designed a website for that. The event of that hypothetical event is TechCon 2025. I have built this website using only JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. And I would like to share entire code also. One second. Actually, I'm not sure how to do that. Entire screen. And this is my index.html file. I first created the welcome section. Then I have created the header navigation, the navigation bar, which is functional, and all the links are highlighted whenever we hover over them. It has all the sections here, the home section, agenda section, speakers. It is only a single page application, so it much and it is not that complicated. And it comes the hero section code where it contains all the details such as the date, the location, the number of participants registered till date, and the options of registering agenda, etc. Then we come to the event agenda section where I have put of everything related to the event, like what will be on day one, registration, welcome snacks, what will be the lectures, who will give them break, everything else included here. Then this is the code day two. Here I have included everything as well for day two. I have maintained different sections so that anyone else my code well. Then come the speaker section, which speakers will be speaking in the event on what topics, what is their post, and what companies are there current, which companies are they currently working, speaker card, etc. This is just a simple HTML page. Uh, whole working that I am a bit practiced in is in main.js, which I will show you shortly. This is the registration section, which asks for the person for his or her name, tells the registration price, because such events are not cheap, because we all know that the people that come to give lecture don't come for cheap. And I've first in the registration form, we accept the first name, last name, email address, phone number, company, job title, etc., experience level, so that we can get to know them well. And whenever we organized some other events, we can contact them as well. These are the a basic footer success message. I can show this is the footer part, which again shows home, agenda, speaker registration, etc. Basic details. Now here comes the main.js file. This is the I would say the best part of my code, because here is all the working that is hiding here. I have learned this while making projects before, but I have kept this one simple for now. So this function binds all the events to the buttons so that whenever we click on a button, for example, here. We click on agenda. Then this part comes in place, speakers, then this part is displayed. So actually this bind events function is running here. I have added many event listeners such as click, active link, resize, etc. Toggle mobile menu because this website is also optimized to be viewed in the mobile as well. And these are all the basic functions that you all might have seen in other code bases as well. This is the handle nav click so that all the clicks are smooth and the transitions are also smooth. I've also added hover effects here to may be able to see them. They are very subtle so that don't the visitor. This is the update active link. Whenever we click on this, the link gets highlighted so that we get to know which page we are on currently. Helps us to navigate well through the website. Resizes every resizes this. These boxes are appearing because our developer tools which make those boxes to appear. Agenda tab functionality, all these functions are here. These all are similar to each other because they don't have much difference in them. Form validation and handling. This is also a very good part of my code, I would say, because I have used the classes to manage them well. Class registration form handler. The registration form, it first validates if all the fields filled are according to the not like here field. If email is filled, then it checks the format in which the user has filled the email. If it is not valid, then it gives them an error. Say goes for phone number. First name, it must not be too small to prevent anyone from spamming, etc. Checkbox validation checks if a person has agreed to the terms and conditions or not. So this is the basic main.js file, JavaScript file, and not much there to show because everything is just optimizing the pages. This is the style.css section. I have been doing this the most of my time because it takes some much time to style the page without using CSS, Tailwind or Bootstrap. So I've used Tailwind basic CSS because it was written in the PDF. I've used these REM because these are the most industry used things here. Transitions to make the transitions smooth. Scroll to make the scroll smooth. And container, the header, nav container logo, etc. And hence also so on. The basic everything that you might all have seen in other websites as well. Not anything. This would be it from my side. Thank you.
Good job, Rishit. You have created a very good website, and that was a very good presentation as well. Very well.
Thank you, ma'am. Any tips? How can I improve myself?
You were good while presenting your project and even explaining your code. I think it was a good presentation.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Okay, so for the students who have been left till now, I will take your presentation tomorrow. Don't worry. You will get your time for presenting your project. But for now, I will start the session for today. Okay, don't worry about that. You all will get your time. And I might not take everyone's presentation because they have some personal issues, because everyone is important, right? Everyone's time is important. So if someone has texted their names before, so I have to call them before. And that is why I don't call everybody's name randomly. I will be taking your names one by one and in the sequence manner only. And for the ones who have raised their hand, I have told that you will be writing your names in the chat box and then I will call you. If you have any doubts, then you can raise your hand. So Arjun, Daniel, and Anjali, do you have doubts, or do you want have raised your hand for your presentation? Yes, Rocky, you can ask your question. Rocky, you can ask your question. About that, at where you will get the information if it will be a holiday tomorrow. Daniel, do you have any doubts? Any questions? And Raj Bahadur? Okay, so now you may unraise your hand now. Rishit, we don't have any LinkedIn group yet for now. You just have to post your offer letters and the weekly projects that you have created on LinkedIn and tag our company. That is needed for the internship purpose. Okay, so now we can start our session today. For this week, we will be doing React.js. Okay. Any idea about React.js, anyone? You can write in the chat box. If you have used in your previous projects. Rocky, still you can present your project. You will improve every time when you will be presenting your project. So don't hesitate for that. Tomorrow, just write your name in the chat box and I will call you. Nobody will be uh, judging you for that. You are here to learn, and whatever mistakes you will be making, I will correct you and let you know how you can perform better. Okay. And yes, everybody is correct that React.js is a front-end JavaScript library and was developed by Facebook, and we use it for front-end. That's correct. And it's the open source JS library. Yes, you all are right about it. So basically, since you all have already made HTML, JavaScript, and CSS page, and you have created all the components in one page directly, so React.js comes into the scene like whatever components, for example, if any card you have created, any button you have created, you will be having a separate component for that, and then you will be rendering all those components in directly one file. For example, whenever you create any dish, for example, you are trying to make white sauce pasta. So first of all, you create white sauce before, and then you collect all the things that you need for your white sauce pasta. So whatever component that is the white sauce that you have created initially is the component for your whole dish. So that is how React.js works in our website also. If you think of it as a restaurant, whenever we place any order in the restaurant, so the chef doesn't make all the dishes at once. Whenever the any order comes, he makes the dish and sends it to the waiter, to the person who has made the order. So that is how it is being done. Whenever the need is there, so that will be done using whatever ask is or whatever need is there. So similarly, whenever we create any website, so whatever components we create, we need at times. For example, if I am creating any, like we have created a blog website, so I need a card for that. So I will be creating a component for the card. Next, I will be creating a component for the button. Next, I will be creating the components for my other page or the comment section. So all these forms, all these components will be created in independently, and then all the components will be rendered in one single page. And that is where React.js helps with that. So basically, whenever we have to debug into our code or see whatever changes have to be made in any of the components, that becomes easier, and also it gives us a better UI also with better properties, right? Like React.js is a library that makes building fast, dynamic, and modern web apps easier using reusable components. Yes. So these components is like functions only. Like Lal Bahadur has written that we can use components multiple times. So basically, whenever we create functions in any programming language, we are allowed and have a control that we can use that components multiple times, right? So similarly, these components, whenever we create, they can be used multiple times. Right, you all are right. We use router hooks and states. We don't need HTML for structure the page while using React. Yes, that's correct. Is used to create single page websites. Yes, that is correct. We create single page websites, but by different components. Okay, so let me share my screen. Just a minute. Okay, I will try that. I will make sure that I speak a little slower. Okay, so we will start with the React. They are saying React is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces and is used to build single page applications. And it also allows us to create reusable UI components. So for example, we are creating any component that will be reusable. We can render it as many times as we want on our page. Okay, so that is how React helps us with making the front end part. So first of all, we will download it into our system. Then okay, so over here, I will create a folder, let's say for React. And using the terminal, I will move on to this folder, which is React. Yeah. So now I will run these queries over here, which is to install my React and White. Any idea about what is White? We use React plus White. It's a build tool. Okay. So see, when you must be creating a HTML page and you have created all the website, a single page website. So when you are making some changes in your page, so you have to save that save that change, and then you have to refresh the page again and again. So that is where white helps us. If you have created any change or made any change, you will once you will save the changes, it will automatically be rendered on your website. You don't have to refresh the page again and again. Okay, so that is where white helps us. I hope it is clear to you all what is white, how it is helping you when you will be using. It is not like that you will be using React, white with React only. Okay, Tanuja, we use Node.js whenever we are doing the backend. We use a Node.js library, but for frontend, we use white. It is not like that white will be used only in the React. If you are using Vue.js, then also white will be helping you there. I hope it is clear how Node.js is different with white. Okay. First of all, I will run this query in my terminal, which is to install my white. And I have got one package added. First of all, that will be initialized. And then one package has been added. Now I will create a React application using this query, which is to create my React app using this white. And this latest is for the that I want to download the latest version of my React and the white. So do I want to create the project? Yes, I want to create the project. Next, I will be using React and the JavaScript as my language. And next, I will go inside my React app. Why it has named my React app? Because over here we have not named it by any else name over here, which is my React app was the name of our folder. Since it is just our first project, so I have not renamed it. Moving into this folder, which is by cd my React app. So I will go inside this folder. Okay, I will copy these queries for you in the chat box. First of all, install the white in your local system in the folder where you will be running the React queries. You will be creating the React components. Yes, you can also use that also. Harshad, are you clear why we are using white with React? Basically, see, React is just a JavaScript library only. It will only give you the control of creating the components and rendering it on your main page. But white is providing a control that whenever you are making changes, it will automatically be rendering in your website. You don't have to refresh the page again and again. Like, for example, you have created the static website. If you have made any change in your CSS property, then you go back to the website, you just refresh the page to see that particular change. Then this is the problem that we face whenever we deal with the HTML pages or CSS pages. But White helps us with this problem. It doesn't make you repeat the refresh operation again and again. You just have to make the change and save the file on your system on the VS Code if you're using it. and it will directly, you can directly see it on your website, the web page. I hope it is clear now. Yes, that's correct. For faster reloads and optimization builds. Okay, you will see that how white is helping you when I will be creating the components and making some changes over here. So first of all, just download this white, and next you have to create the application for you. You may rename it by replacing this My React app to any of the name that you want to give to your project, the first project that you will be building over here. Just rename this My React app. And you will get a folder like this. So I have got these folders, these files over here inside my React app, which is public, SRC, and all these files. So this public folder is for the files that I would want public in my website. This can be the logo if you're creating any e-commerce website. So the logo of the website will be inside this public. If any image has to be rendered for all the pages, then that can come inside the public. So whatever videos, whatever images or that images or videos that you want inside your project that has to be rendered publicly, that is for all the websites, then you may add to your public folder. So that is how public folder helps you. Next is SRC folder. So all the files that I would create, all the components that I would create in the React will be inside this SRC folder, which is source. So over here, see, if I okay, I will explain you later. So if first all the components that I will be creating will be inside this SRC folder. So these folders, these files from the SRC will get rendered to the website. Okay. Then comes this get ignore file. So this get ignore file includes all those files that are need not to be shared with anybody else. Like whenever you are creating any GitHub repository, then you may need that your node modules do not get shared with any other person. So then you just add your node modules file inside this git ignore. So automatically GitHub will know that this file doesn't need to be shared on the GitHub website. It is just kind of a security pin for your project. So whatever, if you are creating a backend and you will create an env file for that. Env file is like a security key. For example, when you have like, for example, whenever you lock your house, so you don't want your key to be shared with everyone, that your house has access to everybody. So similarly, in the website also, you have some node modules and you have some env files that you don't want to be shared by everybody. Then you just mention all those files that the security pins of your website inside this git ignore file, and that won't be shared with anybody else in case your project is public in your GitHub repository. Next, you have these files, just readme and package.json. So these are just the files. This package.json will be including all the dependencies that your project will have. For now, I have only two dependencies, which is React and React that I have downloaded via this particular.
Hello, ma'am. Your
Yes, Harshit.
screen is stuck, so
Is it still stuck?
no, it's visible now.
Yeah, I was not writing anything on the code. That is why I think you must have thought that it is stuck. Yes, you okay. So
Your
the
screen
node
is not
modules.
visible, ma'am.
Okay, let me reshare it then. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible now.
Okay, ma'am. I think my network issue. Your screen is not visible from the starting of my class also.
Okay, so just rejoin the class. Then I think the issue will be resolved. Okay, so I was telling you
Okay, ma'am.
package.json. So it will list all the dependencies that your website will have. for now, I only have React in my project. That is why it is showing the only two dependencies, which is React and React Do. If I will be downloading any other libraries, for example, Mongoose or Express, which we will do later on. So in the dependency section, I will see those library and modules also. Then you have this readme.md. So whenever you have to upload your project, you just the readme just tells you the other users who want to access your project that how they can access your project, how they can run your project in their local system, and how you have created your website. Like what are the dependencies you have used, how what problems you have faced while making this project. So all these information you can give in this readme.md. Okay, so these are all the files. Let's go over here. So it is telling me, first of all, I have to go inside this my React app. So just I have already I am inside my project. Then I will write npm install to download all the dependencies. And then you will see a node module section after I will be installing all the dependencies over here. So let's wait minutes. It will download all the dependencies while making my project. You can also download it and please npm install or directly npm I both will work. So okay, so I have got my 33 packages and also node modules folder. So this node modules folder will tell me all the dependencies for my React application. Okay, so we don't have to change any of these files over here. And whenever I will be creating a repository for my folder, I will have to, like over here, they have directly automatically mentioned this node modules file. That is because we do not share our node modules. The person has to install their dependencies at their local system uh, individually. So that was the node modules for us. Next, if I try to run my project by npm run dev, so we will run again and again for running our front end till we are not deploying our project. So next we will go to this particular website and try to see what they have rendered for us.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, your screen is stuck and I can't understand what you said that.
Okay, so
Hello.
everyone is not able to see my screen.
Ma'am, your stream is lagging and stucking in between.
It was stuck, ma'am.
Is it visible now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am,
ma'am.
it's visible now, but your screen is stuck, so we can't understand what you said that.
Okay, so I was telling you that first of all, I have already moved inside my project. How by moving inside my project, I mean okay. Daniel, you have unmuted yourself. Okay, so I have created my React application using this command that I have already shared in the chat box. You may run it at your end also. And I have not renamed my application. So my application name is my React app, as you can see over here, right? Next, I have given the commands like I want to create the application Using the framework which I will be using is React, and the variant I will be using the JavaScript for now. Then it is suggesting the few commands directly that I have to first go inside my project, which says which name is my React app. So using this command, which is change directory my React app, I will go inside my project. Next, I will install all the dependencies using this npm install command. And after running this command, I have got few packages added directly to my node modules. Inside, I can see multiple dependencies inside my node modules. So that was the all dependencies that have been directly downloaded when I have run the command, which is npm install. After that, I want to run my project, which is React application. And for that, I have run the command, which is npm run dev. And after I have run this command, I have got this particular website, which is localhost and 5173. So my website will be running on localhost and the port number is 5173. And you will be able to see this particular screen over here where it says Byte plus React and the counter button over here. I hope it is clear now. So after installing dependencies, you have to run the command, which is npm run dev to run your project. Because React application automatically gives you this kind of page to start your project. This is by default page that you will see whenever you will be creating a React application. I hope it is clear now. Am I audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
So is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I would want all of you to run these queries and share your screenshots in the chat box so I can see whether you all are. Yes, of course, it can be used. npm run start, but just see if it is running the project because I think some changes will be needed to start the project using npm run start.
Ma'am, hello, ma'am. I
Yes,
have one
yes,
question.
Harshad.
You
Yes.
said that how to run and uh, how to run the React. Just I know that matlab, there are multiple files in React. So matlab which what they use each file matlab uses of each file what they use it for.
I have use of some files. Can I tell it again? See, first of all, I have my node modules over here. If someone has unmuted themselves and hear their background voice. Please see who has unmuted themselves.
உனக்கு அந்த இது சொன்னேன்ல மதியம் ஒரு டெஸ்ட் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ண சொன்னேன்ல அத பண்ணிட்டு
Sangamitra. Okay. Okay, I was telling you the different uses of the files. So first of all, we have this node modules files that will contain all the dependencies for your application, React application. Next, you have public folder, which will create have all the public files. By public files, I mean whatever images, whatever videos you would want to render on your website publicly. That in all the files, in all the pages of your React application, then you can move that file inside this public folder and you can use it in your pages then. Next, you have source folder, which will have all the components of your website. Like if you're creating an e-commerce website, so multiple components that you will create, for example, the products.jsx or the card.jsx. So all the components will be listed over here, which is SRC folder. And inside the SRC folder, you have assets folder also. So all the images that you will need in your application, you will just directly move all the images over inside the assets folder. So there is a difference between whenever you are putting the files inside the assets folder or the public folder. There is a slight difference in using how you will be able to use the files which are inside the assets folder and the public folder. You will see it later. Just know that the both of the folders have to just have the files that you will need in your application. Next, you have get ignore file that will have all the files that you do not want to share with anybody, with any other person when you will be creating any GitHub repository. Then you have of some of the keys, some of the files like security files, which are node modules and env files that you majorly use. So all those files that have to not to be shared by anybody else, you include those files inside this git ignore file. Next, you have this index.html, which is a normal default page that the React application gives you, and you can just change it. And then you have this package log.json and package.json. So these files just consist of the dependencies that you have for your application. Over here, I have only downloaded my React. That is why dependencies have only React. For example, if I show you, just stop the server by Control C. And if I, for example, install the Express over here, there is no need of Express for now. Let me download the React router. So this is a library for the React only that is used, that I will tell you later. For now, I just want to make you see. I have downloaded this library, which is React router, and I have got few packages added to my node module, right? And you can see in the package.json, I have got React router added with its version, the latest version that has been downloaded, and it has been added to my dependencies section. Initially, there were only two
Hello, ma'am.
dependencies, which is React and React.
Hello,
Yes,
ma'am.
Harshad?
Your screen is stuck. We can't see your screen.
Is it still stuck?
Oh, okay, man. Let's change it.
Yeah.
So till where my voice was clear?
Yes, ma'am. Voice is clear.
Ma'am, when you're telling about Express.
Okay. So I have downloaded another library, which is React Router. I did not download the Express for now. So React Router is a library that is used with React applications only whenever we have to navigate to different pages that we will see later. But for now, I have just downloaded this React router library, and we have got, you can see over here that apart from React and React DOM library, I have got my React router library also added to my dependencies section. So that is how dependencies folder grows. Whenever you download multiple libraries, those all the dependencies will be added in the package.json as well as in the package log.json. Okay, so in the logs.json also you can see dependencies, but in the log.json you will have a detailed version of all the libraries that you have downloaded. It also contains the information of the dependencies of the node modules also, but a generalized version is a package.json. And then you have this readme.md, which will have the information about your project, how you have created it, and how you have got like how you have created your website and what dependencies you have made, and what how the other person can see and run your project at their end. So all these informations is inside the readme.md. Okay, is it still stuck? I can see your chats. Okay, so I hope it is clear now, the use of different files.
Actually, sometimes it got stuck, ma'am. So that's why we didn't understand clearly what you were saying.
When you are doing any click things or doing any task, then it screen got stuck.
Yes, ma'am. Any UI experience we didn't see, ma'am. So you can briefly explain tomorrow or today itself. That's better to understand clearly, ma'am.
I'm not understanding what you just said, Balay, so you can just write it, I guess.
Ma'am, when you are doing any task or doing things, click and doing stuff, then the screen got
Whatever
stuck.
the user actions you did till now in VS Code or any React, Express.js modules you did, so we didn't see that, ma'am. So if you repeat it again over briefly, then we can able to understand.
So are you all able to see my VS Code now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Now it's visible.
Yes.
And if I am writing anything in the terminal, are you all able to see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so over here I have just downloaded the Express for now, just an example. There is no need of the Express over here. And you will see it in the package.json that Express has been added. Right? Is it okay till now?
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Okay, so that is what I have done. Just I have showed you how whenever you will add whenever you will install few dependencies, it will be directly added to your package.json. Okay, and by default you will be able to see this kind of structure over here, and whenever you will click on this button, the count will be increased. Like if I count multiple times, I click on multiple times on this button, it will be adding the count and incrementing it by 1. Are you all able to get this kind of page at your system also? Okay, so just share your screenshots also that you have got, like Arijit has shared, and even Lal Bahadur Sahani has shared. Everybody else, please share your screenshots so that I can see that you are getting the correct result. Okay. So let's get back to our page. So we have created the application and got the more modules downloaded. Okay. So can you tell me what command will be used to check if Node.js has been installed to our system?
Node -- version.
Hyphen
Okay, let's
version.
see. Okay, let's see. That is not correct because the answer will be Node-v. Okay, the answer will be Node-v and you will be able to see that in your terminal. Okay, let's see. So if I write Node -version, It is also running over here, but they have just given the answer for Node minus V. Okay, so in our system, it is working both, but over here in their article, they have only mentioned Node minus V because they must have mentioned the same previously. That is why only Node minus V is giving as their correct result. Okay, so but let's see if npm minus V will return something. Yes, it is giving me the version for my npm. So that is Node package manager. But over here, it is giving me the version for my node, which is node hyphen hyphen version, and node hyphen V is working the same. It is just similar whenever we install any dependencies and we use npm install and the name of the dependency. And yes, I can see that. And if I write npm I also, then also it gives me the same result. So that is just the compressed version of node hyphen hyphen version. Yes, I can see that. It is working for our PowerShell and CMD. But they must have specified node hyphen B in their article. That is why it is giving us the node hyphen hyphen version as the wrong result. Okay, so that is okay. Next, let's see npm first app. So now that your development environment is set up, let's try to modify the default app to display the hello world. Since we have already got the default page over here, we will now make some changes. So inside the my React app directory, is my screen still stuck?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So now we will make some changes inside our React app. So inside our directory, we will see the source folder. As I told you, all the components will be made inside this source folder only. And inside our app.js, which is over here, app.js6. So this is the default page that we are able to see over here. Let's try to have.
But now your screen is got stuck.
Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know why it is happening. I am sharing my whole screen and not even the tabs.
When you are switching the tabs, then it got stuck.
Okay. So I am trying to write one simple H1 heading. Let's say, hello everyone. And the another H3 tag, let's say. So yeah. So I will just save the changes and I won't be refreshing the page and I can see the changes made over here. If it is not, okay, I have not run the project application, right? I guess. Yes, my project is not running over here. So I will just write npm run dev and my project will start and I can see the changes over here. It has got directly refreshed. I did not have to refresh it at my end manually, and I have got the changes made in my website, which is saying, hello everyone, welcome to the first class of React. Is it visible to you all? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now I will explain what changes I have made over here. See, we do not need any. So you can see that over here. See, I will explain it over here only. I have my white.svg file inside my public folder. Okay. And inside my assets, I have my react.svg. The only difference while accessing the files from the public folder and the assets folder is that in my app.jsx, whenever I have my files inside the assets, I will have to mention the assets folder. But if any of the files exist in the public folder, they directly have to be, then we do not have to specify the name of the folder which is public, and we can directly import the file directly by writing its name, which is white.svg. That is why whenever we have to use any of the files which has to be rendered in many of the components, then we keep all those files inside the public folder only, so that we can directly access it using its name, which is whatever name we are giving. For example, if over here you can see I have my file white.svg inside my public folder, I have directly written slash and white.svg. But in the file, which is inside the assets folder, I have to mention it as assets react.svg. Right, so this is a very slight difference whenever you have the files inside these two folders, because these two folders will be used.
Ma'am, your voice is not coming.
Please don't do such things. You will be suffering it only. Okay, I was telling that I was explaining the code over here. First of all, I have imported the app.css file, which is the default file that the React application is giving me. Next, I have used the function app. So now this app, which is named the app.jsx, same name has to be used over here. Okay. Make sure that you're using the same name and inside the function. So this function I am creating, which is name is app, and this will be exported when at the last of the file, which is by export default app, and then this will be rendered in my page, which is this website, which localhost. Okay, so next inside this function I am returning these queries. Make sure that you are giving this empty elements, which is greater than and less than simultaneously, and closing this tag. So this helps you rendering multiple uh, elements inside the return. For example, if I am not using this element over here, so I will get the error, right? So this allows us to render multiple elements directly. And if I am trying to render multiple components, then this particular element will be used and is very important. Okay, so make sure you are mentioning this particular element, which is this less than or greater than equal to, and closing the same tag also. So that helps us rendering multiple components. Is it clear till here? How you will be creating the components inside your React application?
Yes, ma'am.
Others? What about others? Okay. So the changes have been made and the whole things has been removed. Let me see. I don't think so that is making any change over here. Count is not being used. Okay. So I have got my page, a simple 2 elements that has been rendered to my main page. Can we copying this code in the chat box? Try to run it at your end also so that you can see the differences in the main page, which was showing the counter page initially. Try to
Hello,
run
ma'am.
this code at your end also. Yes.
I have one question.
Yes, Harshit.
In ma'am app.js, you write that you ma'am open your VS Code.
Yes.
You that write that he import use state from React. Means what the mean of the use state?
Okay, this is the hooks that we use inside React. We will see in the later classes. These are called hooks, and whatever functionalities that you make in with using React, that are all being done using hooks. And this is the particular hook inside the React library. We will see it later. We are not using any this thing. If I remove this code, it will run. Should run. Yeah. We are not using it for now, but we will see this later.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, can you please tell us that which concept you are taking in next class so we can prepare that matlab, we can prepare about which concept you taken in other next class.
In the next class, I will be telling you about how you can create multiple components inside the React and a little activity that you can see how multiple components can be rendered inside one page, which is app.jsx, and the further details like you may see this particular page, which is given by W3 schools, and I will be covering it these articles only that you may see at your end. Okay. So after using these, after covering this theory part, then I will be performing a little activity at the end of the class. Returns an array with 2 values. Yes, we will cover the hooks. You are right. Use state returns an array with 2 values and a function that can be used to update the value. I hope it is clear what we have done covered till now. And what about others? Okay. So we can wrap up the class for today. Okay. Just see the articles that has been given by W3 schools. Okay, so you will get your theories concept clear. So for how the roadmap for this week will be, I will be covering few theory part from the W3 schools. Then I will be performing few activities just to ensure that we are also performing a practical part also. And after performing all the components, seeing all the components theory, I will then go to the React hooks. Is it okay with everybody? Okay. So thank you for being in this class till the end. And now you all are allowed to leave the session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Rocky, I will see your project tomorrow at the very start of the session. Okay? Okay. Okay, any doubts from you guys? Yes, Ishad?
Yeah, ma'am, I have one doubt, ma'am.
Yes, you may ask.
Ma'am, for mini week project, I have chosen a portfolio
Okay.
and I don't think whether it's a good thing to ask or not. But because of my college module targets and exams, I was not able to focus on that much. And in a hurry, I has done a very minimal interface and submitted the link in mail. So I have improved that now. What can I do, ma'am?
You can just present in the class and that will be recorded. Don't worry about that.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, others, do you have any doubts? Otherwise, you are now allowed to leave the session. Ujjwal, Rocky, Rahul, Oves, Ali. Do you have any doubts? MD Salman?